And welcome in to Move Your Parts. Your moving parts. Your moving parts. We've got these things on our body. We want to keep them moving. How about you grandparents? Do you ever want to play with your grandchildren? Well, you know what? When I was a kid, there was a lot of different games. Now we have new games, and it's sometimes hard to keep up with the kids. But playing games or just using games as a means of exercise can be good for you. Our guest is Dr. Michele Olsen, and she's going to talk to us today about the kid in you.
Right.
And I don't know what I'm going to be when I grow up.
Yeah, I know. I
don't grow up.
Right.
I was mentioning before, I've got a few lifetimes to go,
Absolutely.
so childhood is going to happen again for me.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But this is something that's been an interesting, measurable trend in exercise and fitness, and it is that adults will be attracted to doing activities that they maybe did as children. Perhaps not in exactly the same way, of course, but something that has a hint of a game activity that you did do as a child. Adults are attracted to that, I think, because it keeps it from seeming like exercise per se.
True.
That's right.
It adds an element of fun. And you know, if you were good at hula hooping or something when you were a kid, you know,
Give it a shot.
It's a way to show the young ones, the grandkids, you know, look what grandma can do.
Absolutely.
So these are questions I get. Using a hula hoop. We've seen them, they're more popular again. Fitness companies are manufacturing them. Is hula hooping like a legitimate way to get some exercise?
Sure.
Yeah. We've measured this in our laboratory.
I'll be.
And it is. You can get your heart rate up. And if you think about all the muscles from your
What you've got to do.
hips,
Yeah.
your low back, your abs, your trunk, there's a lot going on. You know, belly dancing's got popular. We mentioned something like Zumba.
Well, even dancing.
Before. That's all dance-based. There's I don't know if I said the word hippity hop, if that would mean anything to you, but do you remember the big ball with the handle?
Yeah.
And we see the big balls in the gyms now, but they're called stability balls. So for those of you who don't know what a hippity hop is, think of a big stability ball in a gym.
With a handle.
With a handle. And we would sit on these and jump.
Yeah.
Companies are making cute ones in fancy colors again.
Sure.
We've measured, you know, using that. See, the ball absorbs some of the impact,
Right.
so it can be friendly for the spine and the knees. But if you think about all the muscles that you use, so the Wii games, the Wii Fit games, the Wii tennis, we've studied those in our laboratory. It fits again with our theme of all movement counts. And if you did want to do something that's game-like or reminiscent from your childhood, these activities can help you get the job done.
Could I just make a comment?
Sure.
So many of the grandchildren, it's games, it's video games.
Right.
You know what? You love your grandkids.
Right.
You love your
Get 'em
children. Get them up and
At an
get them
early
moving.
age. Absolutely.
If they have a Wii, you know, let's pick these games where you get up and doing things.
Yeah,
the
bowling.
bowling is a
Right.
blast.
Yeah.
Tennis is a blast.
Yes.
You don't have to be good at these things.
Even golf.
Otherwise, you know, you have the wand. You know, so it's a way to do games and sports. Do tennis with your grandchildren.
Absolutely.
You know, do it with the Wii. They love the gadgets. Once people get up and moving, though, the kids, you know, they're going to follow what's role modeled to them.
Absolutely.
If you're like, well, let's use the Wii, but let's do a game activity with it instead of just a cognitive activity, you're going to have both the brain and the body going when you're doing something like the Wii tennis. So games count. Having fun when you exercise is okay.
Well, thank you so much for being with us for all this series. It's been wonderful. And just remember this, don't ever grow up. Be a kid, act like a kid. That'll keep your mind young, and more importantly, play games. It'll keep your body young. We'll be right back right after this.